Hi, and welcome back to Talk of the Town. I have some guests that have decorated our set today, so you know it's going to be a good segment. We're talking about giving back and an event that is in its first annual. We're joined today by Mark Osicki and Joe Klinzing. Mark is the UW Associate Head Coach, and Joe is with Off-Broadway Draft House, a returning guest. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, great to be here again.
Have you guys. Yeah, so I'm excited to learn about this event. There's lots of great information here. But Joe, how did you get involved in this?
Well, me and Mark have some mutual friends. We're both muskie fishermen, love to muskie fish, and they said Mark wanted to create a fundraiser with his name on it, and I said, what do we need to do? And away we went. So got talking about fishing muskies and a tournament on Lake Monona and a banquet. So we've been working on it now for 4 or 5 months, and here we are.
And here we are. So, Mark, this is the first annual, as I mentioned, Casting for Kids. Tell us why you started this event. Why is it important? And tell us a little bit about some of the celebrities we're going to see.
Well, you know, it's interesting because cancer touches all of us in some form. And when it comes time with cancer and kids, and it was just something that struck home with us. And I was doing a radio show pertaining to hockey and a little bit of outdoor with it, and I started to talk about, hey, what are the chances of doing a charity event? I'd like to pursue looking into doing something like that, and we threw it out there, and all of a sudden, a couple months later, here Joe's roped into it, and now we're running away with doing our first annual. And you know, it's going to be a fun event. We're able to tap into some of our resources, the things that we do, and people have been great giving things, and you see the auction items that are going to be out there, and giving their time, and it's, you know, whatever we can do to give a little bit back for the kids.
And we'll dive into some of the event details in a minute, but this is going to benefit the American Family Children's Hospital. Why did you choose that specific organization?
You know, we have a good working relationship with them at the UW, and it's just been something that's been fun. We have one of our current coaches has an issue with their family, and so it just kind of hit home. And then we have a lot of the kids come into our locker room, and our players relate well with them, and it just felt like a perfect fit. You know, something that we can go out, and the fishing tournament is almost like set that aside. It's more about let's go out and have fun, and hopefully we can bring some families out there and some kids out there, and they can have fun as well.
Yeah, you bet. Well, I think it's an important event that, like you said, will be a good time, but also to a really great organization. I do want to take some time to give some of the details here. So this is on May 26th at the East Side Club on Monona Drive. So there's going to be a tournament, dinner, live auction, doors opening at 4, some celebrities stopping by, and of course some great fishing. So that's wonderful. And you have some wonderful sponsors that are involved as well. And I know an event like this really can't happen without great sponsors stepping up to the plate. So let's make sure we give them the appropriate thanks.
Yeah, the sponsors have been outstanding. You look at Joe and Off-Broadway and UW Provisions. We probably don't have enough time to go through all of them, but it's been great. I mean, you make one phone call and everyone just snaps their fingers and they make it happen. It's been great to see them open their time, open their checkbooks, and give back a little bit, because it's all going for a great cause.
Yeah, you bet. Let's talk about, since folks are going to be opening their checkbooks to give back, some of the auction items that you have.
Well, you know, you see some of them. The one that's been great is the Wayne Gretzky signed jersey. We've got a Sidney Crosby signed jersey. It's not just all hockey related. We have some, I guess, fishing related items as well. We have a couple Trek bikes that are going to be there. We have a couple round trip tickets from Delta. So there's a lot of different items, not just for the hockey player, it's across the board. So it's going to be fun. I mean, then you mentioned the celebrities that are going to be there. The day after Joe Pavelski lost with San Jose Sharks, he called to make sure he knew the exact time and date that he could find a way to get back here. So it's guys like that. And Luke Cunnin called yesterday, same thing. He had surgery on his knee, and he wants to make sure he's able to jump in a boat and shake some hands. So it's fun to see those kids given their time to come back and help this out.
Yeah, really incredible folks that have stepped up to the plate to be a part of this event. Do you have a goal in mind from a fundraising standpoint? Hard to know first year, right?
It's tough to know, but
yeah.
We're shooting high.
We're shooting high. I mean, you know, anything's going to be great, and it's going to be kind of icing on the cake, but I think that we're going to do very well, and I think we're going to surprise a lot of people with the amount that we're going to be able to raise. And, you know, we're not putting a dollar amount on it. We're not going to put a ceiling on it. We're just keep on pushing forwards.
Sky's the limit. Well, like I said, a great event for a great cause. And how can people get in touch with you if they do still want to donate auction items or auction on an item?
Sure, and if they have interest on buying some tickets and or corporate sponsorship, or even pursuing having a boat into the tournament, they can reach me at mao@athletics.wisc.edu.
I think we have that on screen for you folks at home watching. Well, it's been a pleasure. Thanks so much for having this great event and sharing it with the community today.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Again, this is Mark Osicki and Jill Klinzing, and this is Talk of the Town. We'll be back with more after the break.